quick video on how to get up and mining in Ethereum. This is assuming that you already have your hardware selected, it's already installed, you already have drivers installed, etc. So obviously you want to make sure you have the most recent NVIDIA drivers by checking out GeForce Experience, or with AMD by checking the Radeon Crimson drivers. So we're going to assume you already have that set up, and you just want to start mining Ethereum. So first thing you're going to need is a wallet. I'm going to recommend MetaMask. It's available on the Chrome Web Store as well as on Firefox's equivalent to the Chrome Web Store. So all you're going to want to do is add it to Chrome. It's got really good reviews. It's made by a respectable Ethereum dev. I wouldn't worry too much about it. So we're just going to add the extension to our Chrome browser. There are plenty of other wallets you can use. A lot of people just use there's so many different wallets out there. I don't even want to get into it. But yeah, so we're going to get this up and rolling. We're going to accept their terms of service. Feel free to read through that on your own time. And we're going to make a password. Treat this seriously. This is basically like a bank account for you, so don't be a goof. Now this is very important. Almost, if not more important than your password. This is what's going to save your ass if your computer ever dies, you lose the computer, Chrome dies. This is how you're gonna be able to access your wallet should shit hit the fan, so to say. So you're gonna want to either write this down and keep it somewhere safe, maybe like a safe deposit box. Keep it off-site preferably. Or you're gonna want to save it to Drive. I saved mine to Drive and have a hard copy of it in the safe deposit box. You do you. I know some people wouldn't want to save it to Drive. They'd worry about, Google and, the deep state, whatever. You do you. But once you've copied this down, you're basically good to go. You need this and your password, and you can access this wallet from anywhere. Okay, and we're in. So I'm just going to rename my wallet for ease of access. We're going to call it ZenPause ETH Wallet. Okay, awesome. And, you can go on to Etherscan and take a closer look at your wallet. Obviously, this is a brand new wallet key, so there's not going to be anything here. But it's pretty sweet. And you can copy this. You can also create more wallets should you need. You can import the account, you can lock the account, etc. It's pretty full featured. You can also buy Ethereum through MetaMask, through Coinbase. You might as well just buy it through Coinbase. I think MetaMask may take a small fee, but it is there. So anyways, now that we have a wallet, that's a big step in the right direction. Next thing you're going to need is some sort of miner to use. I've formatted my own wallet for you where I have the batch file ready to go very easily. All you're going to need is this wallet key and you're basically good to go. So that's our wallet key. Here we are. I'm going to link this in the description and have this annotated. This is a shared drive link. You're going to want to download all. So it's going to zip. It's going to take a minute and you'll be ready to go. So I'm going to come back once this is done zipping and it's downloaded. Well, that was quicker than I expected. So we're back. So we have all the files ready to go. We want to extract it to our desktop or extract it wherever's convenient for you. I find my desktop is the best place. I already have these files downloaded, of course, Ethereum mine. So I'm just going to put it here. Now, here's where it gets important. You're going to want to have your Ethereum wallet code copied. Because if you don't do this, you're just going to be giving the crypto bros money. And hey, we love donations. We accept donations. That's going to help us further the channel. But, maybe that's not what you're looking to do. You're probably looking to mine for yourself. So Windows is going to tell you, oh, scary, run away. You're going to be fine. It's a batch file. You can read what's in here. So you see, this is our Ethereum wallet. So don't mine to this, or you're going to be giving us money. Or do mine to it. I want you to give me money. You're going to want to paste your Ethereum wallet key that you just got from MetaMask, okay? Enter that. You can change the pool you're mining to. Ethermine.org is about the largest Ethereum mining pool in the world. They're very good. They have 1% fees, which is, pretty standard. Very good support. I had an issue with their pool once, and, within a couple hours, they got back to me. Turns out it was user error, not their issue anyways. And you can choose what server you want to pull. It really doesn't matter too much, even if you're in Europe and you're using a North American server or vice versa. It doesn't make a large difference. You can also run backup servers and stuff. I don't worry about all that, but you do you. So if you just have it configured, you have your key in, you can choose the server you want. This back here is literally pointless unless you want to know If you have multiple machines, it's helpful because you can know the performance of each machine, if it's offline or online, etc. And you can get some statistics on it. So I've just named this Bitcoin Bros for now. You name it whatever you want. You can leave it Bitcoin Bros. That doesn't mean we're getting your money. This is what matters if we're getting your Ethereum or not. This. That's your wallet. Okay? So perfect. So we're going to save that, Control S, with your updated wallet, and the miner is now ready to go. Now, if you're on AMD, you're ready to go. Done. You can hit that batch file and start mining. If you're on NVIDIA, you're going to need to download the CUDA Developer Toolkit as well. AMD includes OpenCL in their drivers, I believe. NVIDIA doesn't seem to include CUDA, which is NVIDIA's, way of mining in lay terms. So grab it for what you're using. I assume most of you are on Windows. I may make a Linux tutorial. I think it's pretty similar, but Windows is the preferred mining operating system right now. x86, 64, so you're covered either way. I'm on Windows 10, and you're going to want a local executable. You're going to download this. It is a pretty hefty 1.3 gig download. So I could download it right now, but it's going to end the recording as I install it anyways, because I'm recording with GeForce Experience. Do know it's very simple. All you do is run that, and you're good to go. That's it. You don't even need to restart. You'll just be done. You don't need the patch 2. It does nothing, at least for Ethereum mining. And you're good to go. So all you're going to do now, you can fire it up and start mining. I'll fire mine up. Hopefully it doesn't mess up the recording too bad. And you can see it's found my GTX 1070. And we're going to start mining. Now, there's a newer version of Claymore available. One newer, there's 9.3. 9.2 is giving me better hash rates on both AMD and NVIDIA cards. So I've given you guys the 9.2 version. If you want to fiddle with 9.3, have at it. I'll include a link in the description. Kind of your call, though. So you can see we're mining about 25.5 mega hash per second, which isn't really that great for a 1070. Now, we haven't talked about MSI Afterburner yet. This is completely optional. This is for tweaking your graphics cards. So I'm going to download it because who doesn't want to tweak their graphics cards and get some extra performance and save some power? Now, let's extract all this. We're going to extract it to desktop, or extract it wherever you want. I'm extracting mine to desktop. And again, I already have it there. Thank you. We're going to run setup. And I already have Afterburner, but I'll just run through it. You don't want Riva Tuner for this, at all, really. So you're just going to install that to your C drive. You can install it wherever you want again. Obviously, there are other tweaking software. EVGA Precision is quite good as well, but it doesn't work with AMD cards. So I wanted to make this encompassing, and we'll run. And here we are in MSI Afterburner. I have a GTX 1070. Here's my driver version. Again, I'm on the older driver version I found to be the best for mining. And then you can start tweaking. So like with my 1070, 1070s are really impacted by the memory speed with Ethereum mining. So if what I can do, and I'll show you the settings I run, here's my profile. I run it at a 50% power target. Pretty high temp limit because it's never going to hit those temps at a 50% power limit. That's like 75 watts of power being pulled by this thing. Plus 0 megahertz core clock, because core makes almost no difference when you're mining with 1070s. And just boost the memory clock up to 550 megahertz. Now, I don't want to be mining while I'm doing this because I'm afraid it's going to mess up my recording, but that will pull me about 30.5 mega hash per second. So that's pretty good, and I've halved the power consumption. So get tweaking these cards. Go look up online, say you have an R9290. Look up the best R9290 settings for Ethereum mining. You can also play with undervolting your cards. There's really no point on the Pascal series. I don't think people really undervolt the Polaris cards too much either. Maybe they do. I don't undervolt mine. But anyways, this is how you're going to tweak that extra little bit of performance out. This is completely optional. You're not going to fry your card by doing this unless you start playing with voltages or unless you start BIOS modding, which those are going to be in 2 separate videos coming out very soon. So stick around if you're interested in that, though, because if you do it right, it's not dangerous. If you do it wrong, you're going to fry your card. So hopefully that's helpful. If you guys like the channel, stick around, shoot us a sub. We accept donations. All of donations are going right back into the channel. We're going to be investing in better equipment, more interesting content. You know, both of us are doing this just as our hobby. We're not making any money off this. This is just to further the crypto communities. So yeah, stick around if you guys enjoy. Thanks for listening. Have a good one.